Today in this 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, we'll be having a look at and showing you how to install the DeeZee NXc running boards with custom installation kit. Part number DeeZee NXc162-16241. Here's what the DeeZee NXc line of running boards look like installed. One thing that's great about these running boards is, depending on your taste, you can get them in an all black version, or like what we have here, the black with the chrome trim option. And the reason you're going to want some running boards like these DeeZee NXcs is they really do make it easier for you to get in and out of your vehicle. These running boards have a 350-pound capacity, so they're extra sturdy. One thing that I really like about them, compared to other options out there, these do not flex when you step on them. The entire car moves up and down and not the running board itself. These have a really nice profile look to them. They complement our vehicle well, and they look like they came on the vehicle from the factory. Between the black option or the black and chrome option, it'll match any paint color nicely. The boards feature a non-slip rubber grommet across the entire surface of it, so it makes it easy for you to get in and out, even in slippery conditions like when it's raining. The step area on our boards has a 5-inch depth. Our steps themselves are 71.5 inches long. The brackets that attach these to our vehicle feature a Never Rust Technology powder coat finish, so we don't have to worry about them rusting in a few years, unlike many factory steps which do rust out fairly quickly. The steps themselves are made of a durable aluminum construction, so we don't need to worry about rust there either. Each set of steps comes with a set of custom brackets specifically made for your vehicle, so you don't need to worry about doing any modifications or any drilling. To begin our install, we find ourselves underneath the rocker panel on our driver's side towards the rear of the vehicle. If we look up at our pinch weld here, we'll find 2 holes. If we go further towards the front, right underneath the driver's door, we'll find 2 more. This is where we're going to start to install our hardware. We'll take one of our mounting plates that has the studs on it. We'll come from the inside of the pinch weld and place the studs through the hole. We'll take one of our brackets now and we'll slide it over the studs and we'll secure it in place with our nuts. We can securely tighten these down now. With our rear one in place, we'll repeat the same process for the front. Okay, we have our driver's side rear bracket right here. We're going to take one of our 13mm bolt heads and our larger nut plate. We're going to come from the bottom on the hole that's closest to the end and loosely thread the bolt into this nut plate, making sure that the part here faces up, and we just want our bolt to barely stick through the plate, just like that. Okay, now looking up at our pinch weld from underneath the vehicle on the inside, we see where we installed our plate. Just to the front of that, we have a hole in the floor of the vehicle. That is where our nut plate is going to go inside. Okay, with it hanging on our plate now, we'll take our bolt and go through the upper hole in our bracket. Now I'll put a nut on that bolt. Now we'll start to tighten our hardware. We're going to do the vertical bolt first. And as we do this, we're going to want to push up on our bracket here to help draw the nut plate down so the bolt will tighten. That one tightened, we can tighten the other one now. Now on our front one, we'll be utilizing this hole here in the frame rail of the vehicle. So we'll take our front bracket, place our bolt in through that hole, take our smaller nut plate, and we'll thread that on. Now we'll insert that into the hole, and we can swing it around. And this time we'll be using the bottom location on our bracket. And we'll start with the top one first. Now this one we don't need to go super tight on, because if we go too tight, it'll pull the plate out and you won't have a solid attachment point. Just snug it down until it stops moving. Now we're looking at the bottom of our running board. We have two channels where our hardware is going to go inside to install it to our brackets. Our T-bolts will go inside of the hole. We'll slide one to the back. Now we'll slide one of our T-bolts to the front. And we'll do the same for the bottom. Now we can lift our running board up and we'll set it on top of our brackets, making sure the bolts go through the holes. Okay, now we'll center up our running board in the vehicle. So once we have it in the desired location along the side of it, we're going to pull it and hold it all the way out away from the doors. And we'll put our nuts in place on the bottom. And we'll tighten the nuts down. We repeated the same process on our passenger side in order to get that step installed. And that completes our look at and showing you how to install the DeeZee NXc running boards with custom installation kit, part number DZ16202-16241 on this 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee.